What's up guys, I'm doing another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video, and today's video is really exciting because we have just barely been leaked all of the trophies and achievements for Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and so this contains so many spoilers. So if you guys are trying to avoid any spoilers within Black Ops 4, click off this video now, because this video is just going to be chock full of spoilers upon spoilers upon spoilers, and there is just so much stuff that we can get out of this. And yes, this is really exciting. It primarily consists of zombies because, as we all know at this point, there is no campaign, and traditionally that's where, you know, a majority of the trophies and achievements are found, is in the campaign. And so since they don't have one this year, they have to kind of make up for it by putting way more achievements into multiplayer, zombies, and even some in Blackout. So yeah, let's just get started right off the bat, guys. So the first trophy that we have here, this actually isn't an achievement on Xbox, it's only PlayStation. That's because it's a platinum trophy, and of course you get this when you get every other trophy for Black Ops 4. So if you guys are, you know, trying to hunt for those platinum trophies, then, you know, you got to get every single trophy within Black Ops 4 in order to get this one. But now onto like the actual first one. It's called Prestigious Award. Attain max level of prestige with 25 different weapons and zombies. So really cool there. Now we're actually going to be able to prestige weapons in zombies, and there's going to be over 25 different weapons. So that's really cool. It says max level of prestige. So I don't know. I mean, it'd be really cool. I really liked Black Ops 3's ranking system, and it helped me you know, start using weapons that I never would have before, because, you know, you had to rank up all the weapons to get all the different attachments. And then, you know, you also had to get a whole ton of kills with them in order to get all the camos for them. So now it sounds like there's going to be prestiges for each weapon. There's going to be over 25 different weapons. That's absolutely incredible. So you're going to have to play a lot of zombies. I'm sure this one will just come with time. You're going to have to just swap out weapons, you know, use one weapon for, you know, quite a while, get it to max rank, and then, you know, switch to another one. But the next one, Venerated Warrior. In 9, defeat the most venerated support. So a lot of people are saying this one here is the Easter egg for 9. Sounds like it. You know, don't really have much, you know, thoughts about this other than, yeah, sounds like an Easter egg. The next one, Abandoned Ship. In Voyage of Despair, complete the trial. So the trial, people are saying this is going to be the Easter egg in this map. So right off the bat, we have 9's Easter egg in Voyage of Despair. You know, really interesting there. The next one is for Blackout, my first win. You just have to win Blackout. So you got to place, you know, #1 in Blackout. And I'm sure you can do this, you know, solo, duos, or quads. So, you know, it doesn't really, you know, matter if you're, you know, super great at the game. I mean, you could go into like a quads playlist, or, you know, find people, you know, through Reddit or something like that, and party up with them and have them basically carry you to the win. Next one is a little bit more advanced than that. It's called Not a Fluke. Win 10 Blackout games. So just the same thing, but just 10 times. Shouldn't be too bad, but, you know, it'll take a little while, and especially, you know, with all of these trophies and achievements and stuff, they're spread out between zombies, multiplayer, and Blackout, so you're going to kind of have to be pretty good at all 3 different modes. The next one is Battle Tested. Reach Commander level 55 in multiplayer while playing online. So this also confirms that the max level per prestige in Black Ops 4 is going to be level 55. And I mean, it's to be expected. That's the way it was in Black Ops 2. That's the way it was in Black Ops 3. That's how it is in World War II. So for it to be level 55 in Black Ops 4 makes sense. And we're assuming there's going to be 10 prestiges, but we don't know that yet. But yeah, just reach level 55. I mean, even if you're not very great at the game, you can just barely, you know, get this by playing and just, you know, getting, you know, a lot of games and a lot of time spent in this. Next one, Vanquisher. You got to win 50 games in multiplayer. That one's going to be a little bit more tough, but I'm assuming, you know, you could just hop into free-for-all, and if it's like Black Ops 3 is, how if you place in the top 3, it counts as a win. So, you know, this one will just come with time. You know, play a bunch of TDM games and stuff. Even if you're terrible, your team might be able to carry you, and, you know, even if you, like, you know, don't get a single kill, you're eventually going to be able to win 50 games because your teammates would be able to carry you to a victory. So, yeah. The next one, My Home is the Arena. In 9, survive to round 20 without opening a gate. So I'm assuming this means it's literally just like the spawn area, and since it, you know, says to round 20 and without opening a gate, my guess is that the spawn area at 9 is that giant like middle arena area. So this one's definitely going to take a little while, and it's going to be, you know, quite the challenge to get to round 20 without opening a gate. So my guess is there's no perks, you know, other than any perks that might be in the starting room. No other weapons besides starting room ones. and you're basically just going to have to rely on, you know, those like base weapons and whatever, you know, perk or whatever is in that starting room, and any elixirs and stuff you might have. The next one is Skilled Adversary. In 9, have a challenge banner with all 9 medallions. So I'm not exactly sure what this means. A challenge banner with all 9 medallions kind of sounds to me a little bit like Origins. There was an achievement in that map where you just had to complete all 4 challenges in one game, but this doesn't say like in one game. So a challenge banner with all 9 medallions. So I'm not exactly sure there. But a challenge banner with 9 medallions. So, you know, of course, you know, somehow we got to do some challenges to get medallions, and, you know, it sounds like, you know, it sounds like it's going to be a little bit harder than you would think. That's, you know, my guess is that, you know, getting a medallion is probably going to be somewhat tough. So I don't know, we'll have to see when the final game comes out about that. Next one, the Slaughterhouse. In 9, dismember 13 limbs in a single game while in the pit. So I don't know. I mean, I think we saw, you know, what the pit was in one of the trailers for this map, and it was just like a pit of legit, like, just bodies and stuff. So dismember 13 limbs in a single game. So 13 limbs, I mean, I'm assuming it's not just like shoot off 13 limbs or whatever. It's probably on like a specific zombie. So like, you know, there's probably going to be a specific type of zombie that, you know, its limbs can like be like shot off and stuff like that. Maybe it's, you know, like the something kind of like the Panzer Soldat, or like Brutus or something like that. But or maybe it's, you know, a better example might be like the Margwa, where you have to shoot its head, you know, like each head, and like destroy, you know, each head. And maybe it's something like that, where like you shoot this guy and he'll, you know, a limb will fall off, and so you gotta, you know, dismember 13 limbs in a single game while you're in the pit. So I don't know, we'll have to see when the game finally comes out. Next one, Gong Like the Wind. In 9, defeat all 8 challenges summoned by a gong within 5 minutes. So summoned by a gong, not exactly sure what that means, but all 8 challenges. So my guess is that, like, you know, there's gonna be like a gong or something like that, and just in like the main arena there's gonna be, you know, challenges of, you know, different things that you have to do. So like in a little bit we're gonna find out about like tigers in this map, zombie tigers. So my guess is it's gonna be like a challenge of like certain zombies or something like that, or just something like that, or like a challenge is gonna be like, you know, don't reload or something like that. You know, like think of, you know, World War II zombies, tortured path, you know, some of those challenges and stuff like that. That's gonna be my guess. But defeat all 8 challenges summoned by a gong within 5 minutes. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it in 5 minutes, but we'll find out upon release. The next one, Gift a Secret. In 9, acquire Secret's Kiss. So, not exactly sure what that is. Sounds to me like it's going to be like a special equipment or something like that. Or, you know, something you can use, but probably, you know, part of the Easter egg. And some people are saying this could be, you know, like the actual Easter egg achievement / trophy. I don't think so. I think it's, you know, the other one, defeat the most venerated support. But this one sounds like, you know, it might be something like, you know, the Guard of Fafnir from Garad Krovi or something like that. Something you acquire, you know, something you like have to go on like a little quest and like build and get. Next one, Here Kitty Kitty. In 9, kill a zombie tiger with a brain rotted tiger. So really weird there. First off, we got zombie tigers in this map, and then also a brain rotted tiger. So whether or not we actually like control the brain rotted tiger and we're able to kill this zombie one with it, or it's just like, you know, something like, say, Nomad's dog, you know, his specialist ability in multiplayer where you call it in and it has to kill the zombie tiger. Who knows? We're gonna have to see, but I don't know, it's really cool and interesting trophy / achievement there. Next one, Acidic Alchemy. In 9, get a kill with the acid trap in each of its craftable locations. So an acid trap in 9, the only other map we've seen the acid trap in is Mob of the Dead, and, you know, it will be in Blood of the Dead, so I guess 3 maps now too. But yeah, so it says get a kill with the acid trap in each of its craftable locations. So apparently there's gonna be multiple locations where you have to craft it. It's not just like get a kill with each of the traps. You have to like craft it in each location. It doesn't say in one game, but, you know, I assume, you know, it might mean one game, but, you know, maybe you can craft an acid trap in every location and get this achievement / trophy. Who knows? Next one, Constellation Prize. In 9, kill 9 zombies with a single uncharged shot from the Death Orion. So whatever that is, sounds like a wonder weapon to me, but kill 9 zombies with a single uncharged shot. So I don't know. You know, if we think about something like that, like, you know, the Origin staves, you could charge those up and they're, you know, way more powerful, or you could just shoot it and, you know, I mean, it's less powerful, but it's still, you know, it uses less ammo. Or I mean, it could be like the KT4 where you can just shoot it or you can charge it up. That's my guess. Is going to be similar to that achievement / trophy from Zetsubu no Shima regarding the KT4, where you had to get like, I think it was like 9 kills, something like that, with a single shot of the KT4. That's going to be my guess for this one. So Death Orion, you know, wonder weapon of this map. Whether you get that out of the box or you craft it or something, we'll have to see. Next one, Off the Deep End. In Voyage of Despair, survived to round 20 without draining the water. So, I mean, it sounds exactly like the My Home is the Arena achievement / trophy, where in 9 you have to survive to round 20 without opening a gate. So, I mean, obviously, this is going to be probably, you know, pretty challenging, and that draining the water is probably going to be pretty crucial / essential to, you know, the flow of the map and stuff. And so it's going to make this one really hard without draining the water. And I'm assuming, you know, it's probably like certain decks of the map, you know, certain floors of this boat are, you know, flooded with water, and so you might be able to like swim through them or something like that, but it's just way easier just to drain the water and like walk through it or something like that. I mean, shouldn't be too bad, you know. We just have to kind of get a strategy going and know what to do there. Might take, you know, quite a bit of trial and error, but we'll have to see. Next one, a little pack here, a little punch there. In Voyage of Despair, use the Pack-a-Punch at every possible location in a single game. So, I mean, this confirms that the Pack-a-Punch is going to have multiple locations, so that's really cool there. Sounds to me a little bit like Call of the Dead, where the Pack-a-Punch machine moved around the map. So, you know, you have to use it at each location. So my guess is there's going to be, you know, between like 3 and 5 locations that the Pack-a-Punch can be, and you got to do it in a single game. So, you know, you go over to the Pack-a-Punch one weapon, use your second weapon, and then you go and you swap both those out, Pack-a-Punch both those again, and then you swap one of them out and Pack-a-Punch that one, and boom, you get this achievement / trophy. So, I mean, we just have to know where the locations are, and then also just kind of do it. You know, you got to get to a high enough round where you have enough points, and that, you know, however you get the Pack-a-Punch to change locations, you just go to every location and Pack-a-Punch a weapon there. And you got to do this all in a single game. So, might take a little while. Sounds a little challenging, but we'll see. Next one, Rock, Paper, Plasma. In Voyage of Despair, kill 9 zombies via catalytic detonations in a single game. So, to me, sounds like a grenade of some type, maybe a special grenade, or maybe it's like the Dragon Strike from Grad Krovi. That's kind of my guess as to what it is, a catalytic detonation. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what that is. But it doesn't sound too hard. You know, it's just something you kind of have to go for. Maybe train up a bunch of zombies and then use it, and then, you know, get all 9 kills. So, next one, I know a shortcut. In Voyage of Despair, take every fast travel path in a single game. So, apparently there's multiple fast travel paths. So, my guess is it's, you know, like some way to get from like maybe the you know, front of the boat to the back of the boat, or from like the top of the boat down to the bottom of the boat, or, you know, and all these different things. Got to take each path in a single game, and I don't know. Cool, now we know that there's going to be fast travel paths in Voyage of Despair. Didn't know that before. Next one, Stoking the Flames. In Voyage of Despair, kill 3 Stokers via weak point in a single game. So, new zombie confirmed for Voyage of Despair, the Stokers. So, you know, my guess is it sounds, you know, similar to the Shangri-La, like flaming fire zombie guy. And that, you know, you got to kill 3 of them with their weak point in a single game. So shouldn't be too hard, but you just have to get 3 of these guys to spawn and, you know, kill them with their weak points. So next one, Stowaway. In Voyage of Despair, spend 5 consecutive rounds in the cargo hold. I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it sounds easier than surviving to round 20 without draining the water, but who knows? I mean, it's probably going to take you maybe till, you know, quite a few rounds to be able to get into the cargo hold, because if you're able to, you know, get in the cargo hold on round 1, and then, you know, you spend 5 rounds in there, that's not, you know, a super hard trophy / achievement. But if it takes a little while to get into the cargo hold, and by the time you get in there, it's like round 15, and, you know, you have to spend 5 rounds in there without leaving, you know, it could be kind of challenging. So we'll have to see. That's kind of my guess is what that is. Next one, Swimming with the Fishes. In Voyage of Despair, kill 50 zombies that are underwater in a single game. So my guess is this, you know, is similar to the survive to round 20 without draining the water. So, you know, you don't drain the water, but you just kill 50 zombies while they're underwater in a single game. Shouldn't be too bad there. You just kind of have to go for it. And my kind of thoughts are that maybe, like, after you drain the water, you know, you can never get the water back. And so you have to, you know, basically get this before you drain the water. So I mean, that's, you know, my guess as to why it's an achievement slash trophy. Yeah, the next one, West Side for Life. And this one's really cool. This one is now about Blood of the Dead. In Blood of the Dead, reach round 20 without leaving the west side of the island. So, once again, we have another achievement slash trophy to get into round 20 without, you know, leaving a certain area or doing something. So you got, you know, you can't leave the west side of the island. So, sounds kind of challenging. I mean, I'm assuming the west side of the island is where Juggernog is. Spoiler alert, if Juggernog even is still in the game. But, you know, there's probably something, you know, over on the west side of the island that's, you know, like pretty, you know, good for surviving and good for the map, you know. So my guess is maybe the magma gat, which we'll get to in a little bit, or like the acid gat or some parts or something like that. So, I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. You just have to kind of be conscious of this without, you know, like you got to play and reach around 20, but you got to make sure that you're not leaving the west side of the island. Next one, Kraken Unfettered. In Voyage of Despair, kill 9 enemies with a single shot of the Kraken. So that's my guess as to what the wonder weapon is for Voyage of Despair, is the Kraken. So I mean, in 9 we already talked about what the wonder weapon is going to be in that one. This one, kill 9 enemies with a single shot of the Kraken. So my guess is that they're, you know, really similar and pretty much the same thing, because, you know, you got to do a single shot. And like I said before about, you know, like the KT4, the stabs and stuff, how you have to charge them up. You just got to make sure you get 9 enemies, and, you know, you're on a low enough round where you can kill, you know, multiple, you know, enemies, multiple zombies with one single shot, or maybe, you know, just get an insta kill. So yeah, next one is really cool and interesting, and it's called Multiplicious. In Zombies Rush, get your score multiplier up to 100. So Zombie Rush, whatever this is, we don't know what Zombie Rush is. To me, it sounds a little bit like Dead Ops Arcade, where you got to get your score multiplier up to 100. I don't know exactly, you know, what that's gonna be, you know, like getting your score multiplier up to 100. I mean, it sounds pretty challenging. Maybe, you know, it's like there's a lot of games out there, you know, like fighting games and stuff, where it's like you got to keep like punching enemies and stuff, and if you like, you know, stop, then your multiplier, you know, resets and goes back to 0 or whatever. So you got to like keep getting zombie kills, you know, keep doing whatever. That way your multiplier will keep going up, up, and up, and up, and up. The next achievement slash trophy, high score in Zombie Rush. Obtain a personal score of 250,000. Shouldn't be too bad there, but, you know, especially if you can get your score multiplier up to 100, you know, my guess is like every, you know, like one kill or something like that will give you, you know, like 1 point, or, you know, one, you know, thing on your score, or at least something like that. So, you know, I mean, my guess, you just got to play this a bit and be able to get, you know, a high multiplier, but also still get lots and lots of scores, so that way you're able to get 250,000 score. The next one, Team Player in Zombie Rush, obtain a team score of 500,000. So this one should be a little bit easier. I mean, it's basically identical to the last one, except you play, you know, co-op, and each player gets, you know, their personal score of 250,000. So shouldn't be too bad there. I'm assuming that co-op and, you know, team is way easier than, you know, just doing it solo and getting to the, you know, 250,000. But the team score of 500,000 shouldn't be too bad, especially if you can, you know, with 2 people, getting your score multiplier up to 100. I mean, this sounds a lot like Chaos Mode to me from Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Ghosts. How, you know, once your meter and your like multiplier and your like little thing runs out, then it's over, it's game over, you die or whatever. So I mean, that's basically my guess, is it's basically like a zombies version of Chaos Mode. The next one, Trialing Experience. In Voyage of Despair, acquire the Sentinel Artifact. So some people are saying this could be the Easter egg. I don't know. I mean, it could be. Who knows? But it could just be, you know, a thing that you pick up. Like I was saying with 9, it's something that you acquire and you build. You have to go on like a little quest for, and it's part of the Easter egg or something like that. That's my guess. But now we're on to the really cool stuff, in my personal opinion. So we're going to be talking about Blood of the Dead. So this achievement slash trophy is called Gat Trick. In Blood of the Dead, kill the Warden with the Blunder Gat, Acid Gat, and Magma Gat. So kill the Warden, you know, I mean, not too bad. You got to make sure that you kill him first with the Blunder Gat, then you upgrade it to an Acid Gat, kill him with that, and then you got to upgrade that somehow or get a Magma Gat. So there's another, you know, Blunder Gat variant. So that'd be really cool. And I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Magma Gat, you know, probably like shoots out lava or, you know, fire or whatever instead of acid. But you got to kill 3 Wardens with each of the Blunder Gat variants. So really cool there. Historical reenactment. In Blood of the Dead, equipped Hell's Retriever, Spoon, Blundergat, and Tommy Gun. So the Tommy Gun's going to be in Blood of the Dead. Hell's Retriever, I mean, we did have rumors and leaks that Hell's Retriever was actually going to be like an actual dog that you call in, but then you also got to get the Spoon, which, I mean, they didn't say Golden Spork, so, I mean, I'm assuming that's what it means, because historical reenactment, it's basically like, hey, get the stuff that, you know, you would have gotten in Mob of the Dead. Basically, like, have a throwback thing to Mob of the Dead, you know, because in Mob of the Dead, you would have the Hell's Retriever, Golden Spork, the Blundergat, and the Tommy Gun, you know, all at once. And so that's my guess here, is that it's kind of like just like basically have a little like throwback thing towards Mob of the Dead. But next one, hot stuff coming through. In Blood of the Dead, forge a magma gat. So I mean, this one goes along with Gat Trick, because obviously you have to forge a magma gat before you can use it to kill a warden. So these two kind of go hand in hand, but you got to forge it. My guess is it's, you know, it's probably going to be a little bit harder than how the acid gat was in Black Ops 2 in Mob of the Dead, how you just had to find the 3 parts on the map. My guess is it's going to be a little bit harder than that, because it's probably going to be way better than the acid gat, or at least, you know, pretty similar. But I don't think it's going to be just 3 random parts scattered around the map, and then you go to a build station, craft it, and then boom, you're good. I think it's going to be a little bit more thought out and a little bit harder than that, especially since there's an achievement / trophy for doing this one specifically. Next one, Match Made in Hell. In Blood of the Dead, complete a gondola ride with the warden. Oh my gosh! If the gondola is the same size as in Mob of the Dead, then I'm sorry, this is gonna be like absolutely impossible. I don't know how you're gonna be able to complete a whole gondola ride with the warden. Holy Hannah, that one's going to be definitely really tough, and you're going to have to specifically go for this. There's like no way you're going to be able to do this on accident, you know, just by like hopping into a gondola when the warden's in there with you, and then you know, you don't end up dying or you don't end up killing him, but instead you complete the gondola ride. That's going to be tough, but I mean, hey, apparently it's possible, so you just got to somehow do it. The next one, Most Escape Alive. In Blood of the Dead, Escape. So obviously this one's the Easter egg for Blood of the Dead. You have to escape from Alcatraz Island, escape from, you know, the prison. And, you know, I mean, I'm sure the Easter egg is going to be different than it was for Mob of the Dead, and it's going to be a little bit more thought out and, you know, complicated, especially since, you know, this is way more of an integral map, and this is basically, you know, the original Ether storyline map that basically wraps up that whole storyline from World at War all the way up into this game. So my guess is it's not going to be a super simple Easter egg. There's going to be a lot more to it than, you know, we originally had in Mob of the Dead. The next achievement trophy, Paranormal Patch-Up. In Blood of the Dead, revive another player with a shield. So somehow you got to be able to, you know, get another player with a shield. And my guess is that, you know, I mean, like, we've heard that the shield is going to be able to be upgraded. So my guess is that the only way you're able to, you know, revive a player is with the upgraded shield. That's just kind of my guess. I mean, it could be as simple as building the shield, going up to a player and reviving them with it somehow. But the next one, Senseless Acts of Violence. In Blood of the Dead, kill 5 zombies with Hell's Redeemer before it starts its, and then it kind of cuts off here, but, you know, we got to be able to get 5 zombie kills with the Hell's Redeemer before it starts, you know, whatever. So, I mean, at least we know the Redeemer's coming back. I mean, we already knew the Retriever's going to be in here, especially since, you know, there's a couple previous achievement / trophies, but we're going to have the Redeemer back. But we've also kind of heard that, you know, it's not actually going to be a dog, so I don't know. Maybe it is like a tomahawk, and then after it gets like, you know, after you throw it, and then after it's, you know, out for like 3 seconds, it spawns in a dog or something like that. Because I mean, that could make sense as to why before it starts, it's, you know, maybe like transformation. So I don't know. The next one, Throw a Dog a Bone. In Blood of the Dead, feed a wolf head from the gondola, citadel, and model something. I mean, I'm assuming this is Model Industries building, because that's what was leaked in a previous leak, which you guys can check out on screen. I made a video about that. Feed a wolf head. So my guess is that what they're, you know, calling the dogs that come out of the walls. But you got to feed one from the gondola, citadel, and Model Industries building. Who knows how you do that, but we'll have to see. Next one, Zombies 101. Complete the Zombies tutorial. So there's going to be a Zombies tutorial this year. That's kind of interesting, but shouldn't be too bad. You know, you just got to complete it. It's probably just going to be like, hey, you know, come over here, open this door, buy this wall weapon, buy this perk, you know, like do this, kill this zombie, and survive till this round. Boom, and you're good. It's probably going to be like the prologue from World War II Zombies. That's my guess. So Next one, Jack of all blades, master of guns. Level up all 8 special weapons to stage 3. So is this zombies? You know, I mean, it is. It's zombies, but like, what does this mean? What map is this for? Or is it just, you know, in general? You have 8 special weapons in zombies. And you got to get them all to stage 3. However you do that, my guess is it's like a prestige. So it's gonna be like, you know, the specialist weapons. How like say in the Giant you had the Annihilator, and you know, in Dreisendrach you had the DG4, which is essentially the gravity spikes. That's my guess. And you just gotta, you know, level them all up and get kills with them, you know, get XP, and then you got to prestige them. That's my guess is what the stages are, because you got to get all of them. So, you know, this one's just going to take time, but, you know, shouldn't be too bad. Next one, the Doctor is in. Use PhD slider to fall 10 feet and kill 10 zombies at once. So, whew, PhD slider. We already had this leaked, but oh boy. So flopper isn't coming back because obviously you cannot, you know, like dolphin dive or flop within Black Ops 4. You can only slide. So Black Ops 3 did this really interesting. They had a gobble gum that was essentially, you know, PhD flopper, but, you know, since Black Ops 3 has the slide mechanics, you just slide and it would just make an explosion behind you. So you have to use this one to fall 10 feet and kill 10 zombies. So my guess is easiest way to do this is to have, you know, play multiplayer and have co-op. So you have a teammate that's running a whole bunch of zombies and you somehow get above him, you fall over 10 feet, and then you just land and kill, you know, all 10 zombies, because it like explodes whenever you fall. So I don't know, pretty cool there. Hey, PhD slider. So perk. Next one, Perkaholic Relapse. So a little bit of throwback to Black Ops 3 there. Acquire every perk in a single game. I mean, that's pretty cool. So we have heard that you can only get, you know, 4 perks at a time, and you can only have like a certain amount of perks on the map. But obviously there's going to be some way that you can acquire every perk in a single game. And we've already been told that like Perkaholic isn't returning because it's too strong and it's kind of overpowered from Black Ops 3. So I mean, it'd be kind of cheap if it was just that easy, where you just pop one of these new elixirs, basically a gobblegum. You know, you pop a Perkaholic one, boom. All right, we got this achievement / trophy. So my guess is there's going to be a way to be able to do this, but it shouldn't be too hard. I mean, my guess is it won't be like one of the Easter eggs, how a lot of times in zombies, whenever you complete an Easter egg, it'll give you every perk in the game and in the map too. So my guess is it's not like that. It's probably some other different way where you can get every perk. We've heard from some of the other leaks that there's like ways where you can like get things, so like you can basically be like a medic, so that way you have like a whole lot more health and you just basically load up on that stuff if you want, but then you also sacrifice some other stuff. So that's my guess, is it's gonna be something like that, where you use like wild cards or something like that, you know, where you're able to get extra perk slots and extra, you know, things like that, but you just have to, you know, be able to do it. So that's my guess. Next one, straw purchase. Gift a mystery box wonder weapon to a teammate and have them accept it. So now we're actually gonna be able to gift mystery box weapons. So it has to be a mystery box wonder weapon. It can't just be some, you know, little crappy pistol that you pull out of the box. But you have to be able to gift it to them. So you don't know how that, you know, works. If like, you know, you spin the mystery box, and then, you know, as soon as the weapon shows up, you know, you can either take it, or you can just like press Y or triangle or something like that, and it'll be like, oh, now a teammate can take it, and then they accept. You know, it might be something like that, but I mean, it's kind of an interesting trophy / achievement, because typically if you get a wonder weapon out of the mystery box, you're going to take it for yourself. But specifically for this achievement / trophy, you're going to have to let a teammate take it. So the next one, Specialist Superfan. Unlock Battery, Ruin, Firebreak, Seraph, Nomad, Prophet, Ajax, Crash, Torque, and then there's others. It cuts off there, but yeah, my guess is that these are for Blackout, how you have to unlock them, because I'm assuming it's not just, you know, a multiplayer one where you just, you know, like rank up and you unlock the specialists, because that'd be really easy to do. You'd basically be like, hey, get to level 55, you know, because, and then boom, you get that achievement / trophy, and then also, hey, you just spend all your unlock tokens and unlock all these specialists, boom, you got that achievement trophy right there too. So I'm assuming this is for Blackout, since in Blackout, you know, you can choose specific, you know, specialist characters you can be, and also ties in with these next few achievement / trophies. So there's probably going to be some way that you're able to unlock these guys through some sort of challenges and stuff. So you gotta, you know, get every specialist in the game. Next one, Zombie Fanatic. Unlock Bruno, Scarlet, Diego, Shaw, Dempsey, Takeo, Nikolai, and Richtofen. And so once again, these were all characters that were playable in the Blackout beta. So my guess is, we're going to have to do something in order to unlock all these, different characters. I'm assuming it's going to be like Blackout challenges, or, I mean, maybe for the specialist ones. We'll get to this in a second, but maybe it's, you complete each specialist like mission, you get the 3 stars, and then you unlock that character for Blackout. So the next one, Blackout Historian, unlock Reznov, Mason, Woods, and Menendez. Once again, characters that were in Blackout, plus, I mean, the trophy achievement, part of the name is Blackout Historian. So, I mean, kind of confirms, that there. We don't know how we're going to be able to unlock them, but we have to unlock basically every character for Blackout, and then boom, you can get these 3 achievements and trophies. Next one, Special Issue Equipment. Earn 10 medals that are based on special issue equipment. So, I mean, Black Ops 3 had some achievements and trophies where it was like, get 10 medals, you with a specialist weapon, medal. And then another one was like, with specialist abilities, get 10 medals using specialist abilities. So, my guess is that's what that is. The next one is, special issue weaponry. Earn 10 medals that are based on special issue weaponry. So, I don't know. We'll have to see about that. So, I mean, it sounds exactly like the Black Ops 3 achievements, how, like the specialist abilities and medals with like specialist weapons. So, special issue weaponry. So, that would be like, the each specialist's like weapon type thing. And then, the special issue equipment is like vision pulse, or, like the shield thing you plant down that's like a guardian, microwave turret thing. But the next achievement trophy is Welcome to the Club. Reach Sergeant, level 10 in multiplayer while playing online. So really easy. It should only take a couple of games, but yeah, you just got to reach level 10. I mean, there's another one for reaching level 55, but if you don't reach that point, you should at least, get to level 10 and get this achievement trophy. Next one, Centennial. Acquire 100% of the stars. So these are all tying in with each of the specialist missions. So you gotta, I mean, it's kind of similar to Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3's, Spec Ops, how you're able to get, 3 stars per mission by doing specific tasks and completing them on like the highest difficulty and whatnot. So, I mean, you just got to get all the stars. MP 101 is the next achievement trophy. Complete all 10 specialist tutorials. So, it's probably, complete them all, and then you got to do whatever, challenges to be able to get all the stars for them. So, next one, Skirmisher. Win 1 skirmish with each specialist for 10 total. So, apparently there's also going to be tutorials for all the specialists. There's also going to be a skirmish, like, matches with each specialist. So, got to complete one with, each specialist. The next achievement trophy, Sleuth. Unlock all intel, and that includes videos and audio files. So, this, I'm assuming, since there is no campaign, it's going to be, part of the specialist tutorials where you're going to have to, like, find specific, like, little audio, like, little intel files and stuff throughout the map, just like in previous Call of Duty campaigns. Next one, Stargazer. Earn a star with each specialist. I mean, you just have to get 1 with each specialist, so, like 10 stars total. And then, of course, for the Centennial achievement, you have to get 100% of, the stars. So you got to get all stars with every specialist and stuff. So, I mean, not too bad there. There's achievements for multiplayer, Blackout, zombies, zombie rush, and also, these specialist missions and stuff too. So really cool there. Next, we are going to be doing, this is like the first kind of like quote-unquote DLC for Black Ops 4, because this isn't part of the base game. This is its own like little separate, like achievement pack thing and trophy pack for Black Ops 4. So these ones don't count towards the Platinum trophy, since this is technically like a downloadable content map because it is, exclusive to the Black Ops Pass. But this is for the Classified Zombies map. So the first achievement trophy, Cold War Remedy. In Classified, retrieve and equip the Project Scotty prototype. So people are saying this is the Easter egg because you have to, equip and retrieve, this specific little prototype thing. People are saying it's either like, the like a ray gun thing or a special new weapon, or it's the Winter's Howl Mark II. So we're just going to see. It sounds like this is what the Easter egg is. Shouldn't be too bad. Next one, Breaking the Ice in Classified. Shatter 115 zombies in a single game. So sounds like this is, you get the Winter's Howl, and you just gotta shoot 115 zombies, and then you have to shatter them, because with the Winter's Howl in Black Ops 1, if you shoot it, they turn into like a block of ice, and then you can either run into them and it'll shatter them, or you shoot them and it'll shatter them. So basically get the Winter's Howl or whatever the equivalent is in Classified and do this. Just will take a little while. Next one, Shock Value in Classified. Kill 115 zombies with electric traps in a single game. So if it's anything like the original map, the only 2 electric traps on the map were up by the spawn room, and you had to find parts for them. And, you know, I mean, it could definitely be that same way, but we'll just have to see. I mean, 115 zombies is quite a lot of zombies, but, you know, if you're going for this achievement / trophy specifically, shouldn't be too bad. And even if you're not going for it specifically, as long as you, like, use the trap, you know, a couple times, shouldn't be too hard to get. Next one, Power Struggle. In Classified, reach round 20 without turning on the power. So, once again, every zombies map has an achievement trophy for reaching round 20 without, you know, doing something, whether it's leaving the west side of the island, or opening a gate, or turning on the power, or draining the water. You know, so shouldn't be too bad there, but I mean, of course, that, you know, essentially means no perks. And I mean, 5 is a pretty small map, so, you know, not having perks on the map and getting to round 20 is probably going to be quite a, you know, challenge. So we'll just have to see about that and see, you know, how hard that is. Preemptive Strike is the next achievement trophy. In Classified, kill 50 Nova 6 crawlers without letting them explode in a single game. So, I mean, the way you did this in Black Ops 1 is by knifing them. If you knifed them, they wouldn't explode and, you know, let off all that gas and stuff. So my guess is it's going to be the same way. You just got to knife them, and then they won't let off gas. So you got to basically kill, you know, 50 Nova 6 crawlers with a knife in a single game. Next achievement, the highest office in Classified, reach round 20 without an elevator. So basically, if it's like, you know, how 5 was, the only way to be able to turn on the power and get to the bottom, you know, area of the map in the labs and be able to use the teleporters was by using an elevator. So it's similar to round 20, you know, reaching round 20 without turning on the power. I mean, I'm sure, you know, these are gonna basically be the same. I mean, in 5 you could use elevators, you know, without the power being turned on. But I mean, if it's like 5, you won't even be able to leave, you know, the starting room in that hallway if you can't use an elevator. So, I mean, apparently there's 2 achievements trophies in this map for reaching around 20 without doing, you know, a certain thing. The next one, Crawl for Help. In Classified, while in Last Stand, use a teleporter and then get revived in a single game. So basically you go down and then you hurry and go through a teleporter, and then you have a teammate revive you on the other side wherever you end up, you know, teleporting. So kind of interesting. But then again, the thing about the teleporters in 5 was that it was random wherever you spawn unless you had, you know, all the defcons set. So basically get all the defcons set and then, you know, like get downed and then hurry and crawl into the teleporter and have a teammate on the other side, you know, revive you. Not too bad. Step on Gas is the next one. In Classified, kill 50 zombies while affected by Nova 6 crawler gas in a single game. So basically shoot them and they have to explode right in front of you, and then hurry and use like the auto aim, lock on, and kill, you know, a bunch of zombies, and just keep, you know, rinse and repeat until you end up killing 50, and boom, bada boom, bada bing, you're good. Next one, Pent-Up-A-Gon. In Classified, complete 5 consecutive rounds without leaving the war room elevator. So, I mean, shouldn't be too bad. You just kind of want to do this as quickly as possible. Get to like round, like, you know, down there by like round 4, and then get to round like 9, you know, without leaving the elevator. So, shouldn't be too bad, but we'll just see. Next one, Going Everywhere Fast. And this is the very last achievement trophy for Black Ops 4 and for Classified. Man, my throat is killing me right now. In Classified, use the teleporter 7 times in less than a minute in a single game. So use the teleporter 7 times. So basically go back and forth, or, you know, it might have to be unique teleporters, but, you know, use teleporters 7 times in less than a minute in a single game. So, you know, basically sprint from teleporter to teleporter, or just go through the same teleporter 7 times, you know, boom, 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 you know, as fast as you can. So that is all of the achievements and trophies for Black Ops 4, including the Classified DLC Black Ops Pass exclusive map. Man, that was a lot of different stuff to digest. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I want you guys to discuss this more in the comments down below, because there's so many achievements and trophies and so much more we could talk about. But I mean, this video is already long enough, so yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys' thoughts are on all this in the comments down below. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.